Oh, me. We'll let a few people get in here. I thought we'd do this a little bit different than what we normally do, and I figured we'd try our live right here in the heart of Kathy. Don't you love how my headliner needs to be redone? And this is why we don't do it in Kathy. But it's okay. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Kick his steering wheel out the way here. Let a few people start trickling on in. Good mornings and good mornings to yous. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, fine day. Hello, hello, come on in, come on in. This is what we're doing. We're just sitting here. We do this every week. Try to get in here. I usually try to get in here about 10 o'clock in the morning, but I'm a little behind today, so, got our morning coffee, if you will, and thought we would do it inside the truck this morning rather than sitting out on the porch and whatnot. So, how's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope this Saturday's finding everybody just fine. Hope everybody's doing just fine this morning. Oh, me. Man, you want to talk about a sponsor. If these people would love to sponsor me, I would take it in a heartbeat, just saying. I don't need to, though. But, oh well. Can't have everything in life, I guess, right? Kathy is a mess. This week we've been working hard on Kathy. We've been having some issues with her all along since day one. And so this week, I was planning to troubleshoot and diagnose some issues, and I thought it would be relatively pretty easy to find. So I set out and started making a video this week, thinking, oh, this will take, 20, 30, 40 minutes. Maybe today we'll be done with it. Nope, 4 days later. 4 days later, yeah. Which leads me into my topic today. Oh, hey, good morning there, Rooster. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see here. Let me see what I can do here. I don't know if I can do this. Let's see if I can click on this. Nope, that don't work. See what I can't do here. I'm still trying to learn all of the doodads and whatnots and trying to figure all this out. I guess it won't let me. Hey, Pauline's. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I hope everything's going well with you. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Everybody's coming on in. Y'all just come on. Y'all come on. We try to do this every week. I thought today we'd do it a little bit different than what we've been doing it. We've been up on the porch, and so today we're in Kathy. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I found out about these good old American Heartbeat Chevrolet motors. So, I'll tell you a little secret about this. I've been trying to dial in my tune on this thing all week, and we were having some issues with it, and I couldn't figure it out. Well, lo and behold, Kathy has a bad throttle body. But now listen to this, okay? Listen to this. Even though Kathy has a bad throttle body, she runs just fine, and she doesn't throw a check engine code. Well, why is that? Well, GM, in their infinite wisdom, when they went from a throttle by cable to a throttle by wire, they set their throttle by wire throttle bodies up to only throw a check engine code if the stepper motor that controls the butterfly in the throttle body goes out. So if your IAC goes, there'll be no code. You won't even know it. You'll just realize it when you're trying to idle around a parking lot or something, and you'll be chasing your tail. So for those of you that don't know, there is a way to monitor your electronic throttle body to find out where it's going bad at. And you guys will definitely have to stay tuned to watch that video. I should have that video dropping today, so you guys will definitely have to pop back in here and check this out. Maybe learn a little bit of something off of it. So I'm hoping to have that video finished up today, but I wanted to come on here. I know I've been disappearing and I've been in and out, and you know what has been going on. It's been crazy. And the truth of the matter is I've been diligently working on Kathy here because we are getting ready to go on Poverty Tour. That's right. We're planning to go on Poverty Tour. We are going on Poverty Tour, but we got a lot of work. Now, for those of you that don't know what Poverty Tour is a run what you brung cross-country tour. Okay, you built it, you brought it, it's yours, you own it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bunch of car gear heads and stuff. Think of it like a mobile car show. That's what Poverty Tour is. It's like a mobile car show. Every day we're planning to drive several hundred miles every day. It's going to be a route that spans from Joplin, Missouri, down through Oklahoma, down across the top side of Texas, into New Mexico and Arizona, and then coming up into Utah there, and then circling back around into Denver. And when we hit Denver, that's going to be the end of it. So, but that's what we're planning on doing. 3,000 miles round trip. And while I'm on here and while everybody's on here, if you guys are interested in Poverty Tour, or you really want to know the details and why it's such a big deal, while you're on YouTube and we get done with the live, you guys make sure to hop over to Pole Barn Garage, okay, or Wandering Iron, okay, and check out their channels, and they'll have all of the details, the routes, the dates, so on and so forth. Pole Barn Garage started this last year. Dalton started this last year, and this year I decided I was going to go. This year's going to be the second year. I think it's going to be a good turnout. You know, now that I'm expecting it and I'm ready for it, I am definitely going this year. I'm taking Kathy. I'm going to leave the pups at home, though. The pups are staying at home. And, oh, I'm so excited to show you guys and tell you guys what I'm planning for my hotels. Like my hotel itineraries where I'm going to be staying at along the way. Oh, I can't wait. I'm planning to drop a video every single day of that tour so that all of you guys can keep up and you can see what's going on live on the road and really get engaged in it and see what's happening. This route is going to be taking place coming across Route 66. And why is it so important this year? Because this year is the 250th anniversary. Yeah, woohoo! We're older than dirt and still #1, baby. That's why this is Nick's All-American TV. Come on. So we're going to take classic Route 66 across the heart of America. We're going to see wonderful things like the Grand Canyon. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think we'll get that far west, but I'm kind of half-heartedly hoping we might see, you know, like Hoover Dam. I know we're going to go see the National Monument rocks and all that stuff up in Moab. We're going to be down around Kanab, playing around down there. We're going to be seeing Tucumcari, New Mexico. We're going to see Gallup. We're going to be seeing Gallup. We're going to be seeing Tucumcari. And we're also going to be seeing Denver, Vail Pass. If none of you have ever seen Vail Pass, it's in the heart of the Colorado Rockies. Just absolutely breathtaking scenery. I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, I would never live there because it snows like 9 months out of the year, and my fat happy butt was and is born and lives south of the Mason-Dixon. That's a little too cold for me up there, know what I mean? We'll just keep our happy butts down there, but we'll go up there and visit, you know, in the middle of summertime when it might not be snowing. That's when we'll go up there. So we're going to be doing that. In the process, though, we got a lot of cool tricks that we're going to be doing to Kathy. You guys are going to be seeing me pull out some of my old trucker tricks, some of my old trucking gear. I mean, from way back in the day, you know, I've still got some really old CBs and stuff. I'm going to be putting a CB in Kathy. I've got an inverter that's going to be going into Kathy. For those of you that don't know what an inverter is, okay, you know what a laptop is, and you know what a wall charger looks like. All right, well, how do you take a wall charger and put it in a car? Well, you go buy these adapters and you plug in your cigarette lighter, and now you can plug a house appliance into it, and all of a sudden you got house electricity. Okay, well, here's the thing. That's called an inverter. I happen to have a really big inverter that came out of one of my old rigs, one of my old semi-trucks, and we're going to be outfitting that huge inverter into Kathy. Now, there's a pretty good chance that the alternator's entirely too small to handle it, so we might wind up catching it on fire. I don't know. We'll see when we get there, but we'll find out. And, so that's kind of that's kind of some of the things that's coming along. We got some other things that's happening. Kathy's going into the shop Wednesday to get her AC system gone through and done up. The only reason she's going in the shop is because I don't own a vacuum machine, nor do I possess the licensing to go out and purchase the Freon so that I can do a leak down test for leaks, and recharge it. So yeah, we're paying for a shop for that. Other than that, everything's going to be done in-house, on budget, and moving forward. We will be coming out with some videos. I'll be breaking down my budgets, my expenses, what I'm looking at, and how much I'm probably going to wind up paying all together, you know, going through this whole thing. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But, you know, like I said, I just thought that I'd come down in the lower pasture and do our live this morning right here in Kathy, and kind of go from there. But I'm super excited about this, guys. I'm really, really, really pumped. I hope you guys are pumped for it. We're gonna be doing some really cool trick stuff. We're going to be talking about CBs. We're going to be talking about linears. We're going to be talking about inverters. We're going to be talking about gauges of wiring. We're going to be talking about throttle body replacement. We've got all kinds of tech that's going to be coming out. Yes, I understand we're going to be doing nothing but working on Kathy. But again, you got to understand, we are prepping Kathy, which is an unknown 2006 Z71 that I have spent better part of the past year trying to fix up and get it going. And we're going to be taking this truck and running it through the gauntlet. We're going to find out how good we really did. And how are we going to test Kathy? We're going to test Kathy going across some of the most rugged and rough terrain in the country, in the United States. We're talking about going through elevation changes, 9,000 feet, back down to sea level. We're talking about on and off road. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. So, you know, if we did good, we're gonna know it, and if we do horrible, we're gonna know it. So I'm really looking forward to that. But what do you guys think? I mean, have you guys ever heard of Poverty Tour or Hot Rod Tour? Have you guys ever heard of any of those things? And has any of that ever kind of piqued your interest? Or maybe have you heard of Route 66 but never experienced it, or something like that? Maybe you guys have some questions about that. I'd love to answer them. Y'all bleep bloop it down there in the comments. We got Pauline's down there. We got Rooster down there. We had some other people down in there. You guys bleep bloop it down in the comments and ask me some questions. You know, why would I do this over, say, like originally we were planning to go to a car show in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and we decided not to do that. Well, we decided not to do that because a road trip across country, I mean, come on. That's a lot more fun than just pulling a lawn chair out and sitting around, ain't it? Yeah. So, you know, so that's kind of what's going on there. But what do you guys think? And you know, what kind of questions do you guys have for me? You know, as far as any of these tours, or maybe you don't have a tour. Maybe you don't have any of that stuff going on. Maybe you got a car and you're planning to do a road trip because you've got to go help a family member or whatever the case is, and you just, maybe, you know, what do you take on a trip? You know, maybe you guys have questions about that, about traveling and about being out on the road. I'd love to answer those questions. Rooster, my brother, can vouch for this. I spent 17 years over the road, traveled all over the place. So if you've ever wanted to learn how to live in a small confined area, being mobile and always on the go, I can help you with what to pack and what to take with you so that you're ready and you're always prepared out there. You know, do you guys have any questions about that? Do you guys think that would make a good video? You know, let me know. I mean, regardless, I'm going to do it anyway, but, you know, still. But let's see here. And looking through here, scrolling back through some stuff, I see Pauline's on here. Let's see here. Oh, we had somebody ask, where am I from? I am from Oklahoma. I live in Oklahoma, here in the great United States of America. And so, yeah, that's where I live. I'm originally from the state of Georgia. You know, go Dogs. But yeah, that's about me. That's about where I come from. That's about what I do. I ain't nothing but just a good old country boy. You know, I'm a good old country boy. I don't make a bunch of money. I disabled combat veteran, and all I do is tinker on my trucks and, you know, just try to enjoy life. That's what I'm all about, is just trying to enjoy life. And so yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing. I got y'all want to see what a mess Kathy is. Okay, like, I need to get a new headliner. You know, you can see my headliner peeling off back there. And then I've got the whole truck all tore apart. I've got all kinds of stuff back in there. There's Stetson. There's the old Tetanator back there. And we got Jet laying over here in the passenger seat. Oh yeah, we got it going on today. So yeah. Today, like I said, today we're going to be shooting a video. We're going to be putting Kathy back together, because our throttle body will not be in until Wednesday. So when the throttle body comes back in on Wednesday, I'll shoot the part 2 for that video. But I'm going to finish up shooting the part 1 today. You know, kind of explaining what's going on, where we're at, and all that stuff. That video should drop this evening, maybe tomorrow. Buddy, if I could afford a Marlboro, I would use Marlboro. Philip Morris all the way for the win. But it's a basic. I don't even know who makes basic. Philip Morris makes basic. So yeah, it's a white trash Marlboro, but it works. Can't complain about it. By the way, if you're under the age of 18, don't smoke. Don't do it. It was the worst thing I ever started doing in my life. If you're over the age of 18, well, you're an adult, and there ain't a damn thing I can do to stop you. So you do what you want to do. I'm just going to tell you it's a bad idea. How about that? Yeah, Rooster, if you're 21, buddy, if you're 21, I'm a millionaire. For those of you that don't know, Rooster is my brother, and he's older than dirt. He was just complaining to me this morning about his knees bothering him. But I can't say nothing, no. My knees bother me, and my back bothers me too, so I'm right there with him. Let's see here. Tito Daniela, I can't pronounce that. I'm doing just fine, brother. I hope you're doing well. Extra's Journey, okay. Chewing tobacco seems okay. You know, let me tell you something about chewing tobacco. Before I started smoking cigarettes, I started chewing tobacco. And, you know, I remember the first time I started sneaking around with a can of chewing tobacco in my pocket. Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut. That was my choice of poison. Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut. The Copenhagen, you know, Copenhagen was okay. I'm not knocking Copenhagen, but for me personally, even the long cut of Copenhagen, it all gets stuck in my teeth, and I didn't like it. But the Grizzly wouldn't get stuck in my teeth, so that's what I did, was the Grizzly. Or I would actually get real chewing tobacco, you know, chaw, and I would chew that. But when you abuse your teeth, bad things happen, and I abused mine, and I got to go get some new ones. You know what I mean? So that's something else to kind of think about if you're going to start doing stuff like that. But yeah, you know. Rooster's corrected me. He's saying you now have to be 21 to buy cigarettes. And I forgot all about that. I'll be honest with you, I forgot all about that. When I was growing up, it was everything a person could do was turn 18 so that they could buy their own cigarettes and buy their own tobacco. I remember that. Growing up, so I guess that's why it's stuck in my head. But yeah, Rooster, you're right. You got to be 21. Point is, if you're an adult, I can't stop you from making stupid decisions. But if you're a kid, I'm going to tell you not to do it. And that's the truth of it. you know, we live in a great country where everybody is free to make their own choices and do what they want whenever they want to do it. And, because of that, I can't hinder a person from making smart choices or bad choices. So see, see about all that stuff. But yeah. I stepped out early this morning. I woke up, I was running a little bit behind, and the reason why we're running a little behind today and why we're an hour late with our live than what we usually are is because my phone was almost dead. And in fact, if my brother wouldn't have woke me up this morning, I probably wouldn't have woke up to do this. So y'all be sure to tell Rooster thank you for getting my fat butt up out of bed, because he damn sure woke me up this morning. But yeah. So, what's all new in everybody else's life? Let's see here. Shout out from Cancun. Absolutely, buddy. Well, if you're in Cancun, we know you're having a good weekend. We know your Saturday is good. But yeah, my Saturday is going pretty good, and I agree with him. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. I hope everybody's doing well today. That's all right. Hey, buddy, you make sure you drink a pina colada for me while you're down there, all right? And listen, if Jimmy Buffett stops by, you be sure to tell him it's 5 o'clock somewhere, okay? Answer the question, pig. I don't really understand what that one's all about. Lots of beer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, can't go wrong with beer. Just make sure you keep it safe, keep it in moderation. That's all I say. Don't drink and drive now. Unless you're in a dirt field and there's nobody around and ain't nobody gonna call the cops on you. Because there ain't nothing like going mud bogging, you know what I mean? There you can get away with stuff, come on. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of bugs me a little bit, brother. But yeah. What's this? James U.S. Patriot, huh? Why would you write that on there, brother? Bluffton, South Carolina. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you probably like me back in my younger days. I've been known to cut a couple of cookies or donuts or whatever you want to call them in a wide open field. Been there, done that. May or may not. Well, let me tell you what my lawyer told me to answer that question. I can neither confirm nor deny the accusations set before me at this time, but if you will wait for proper legal representation to arrive, you can direct your questions at them at that given point in time. Am I right there, Cello? Am I right? I mean, you can't go around telling people stories. I mean, this is all allegedly, just hearsay, But look at me, I've been running my mouth, my cigarette went out. I don't have to relight that. Yes, sir. That Kanchan Burma, I give you a shout out to you. It's a shout out to you, brother. Can't really pronounce your name. Sorry for butchering your screen name. Don't mean to. That's right, Cello. Innocent until proven guilty. Amen, brother. Amen. Well, I don't know. The way things have been going lately in the world, I'd have to say nowadays things might be just a tad bit different. It might be guilty until proven innocent nowadays. But yeah. It's gonna be fun times. Man, I'm telling you guys, hey, do me a favor. Everybody's stopping in here and engaging with me and everything. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go click it for me, please. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. And hey, look, if you're enjoying this live and you want to see kind of some more technical stuff, or if you have questions about mechanics or, other things like that, because we do more than that, hit the bell for notifications, okay? That way when I come out with something new, you guys get notified. You know, here's the thing about it, fellas. Fellas and fellettes, it's free to hit the button. Doesn't cost a dime, and it helps me out. And I would greatly appreciate it. Much love to all of you guys. All right, so now that I got that spiel out of the way, let's see here. Rooster asked a question about a grow room. I am doing a grow room. I did put a video up on it on the first thing. I'm gonna tell you what the holdup is. Okay, I've got to get some. Nutrients. I got to get some soil and stuff, and I got to get some. I got to get a couple more grow lights to set everything up so that I can have it set up the right way. So I'm still coming up with some of my supplies that I need, and that right now is a holdup. I'm having to really moderate how much money I put into my grow room because I'm on a limited budget, and my money right now is going towards getting this truck ready to go on a poverty tour. Let's see here. You know, Cello, I agree with you. You know, misery loves company, right? Misery loves company. And that's the truth of it right there. You know, everybody has haters. And I think I want to say it was Cat Williams. You know, I love my haters. I love my haters. People that want to make fun of me and pick on me and stuff. I love you. I love you for being a hater. You know, hey, look, man, we all got a job to do in life. We all have a purpose and a mission in life. And if your job and your mission in life is to be a hater and hate on others, then that's good. At least we know that you're good at your job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get mad at you for it. I know I ain't the best looking fella in the world. I certainly know it. I know I talk like a dumb hick from the South because I am a dumb hick from the South, okay? I mean, can't knock the truth. Know what I'm talking about? Just saying. But you know, and that's the other thing, Cello. You know, I'll knock on this real quick and I'll leave it at this. Everybody in life has a choice. You have choices in life. You choose to do the right thing, you choose to do the wrong thing. Okay? And so, you know, I appreciate that, Rooster. And so you can make choices to do the right thing, you can make choices to do the wrong thing, but just as easily, you can make a choice in life to allow others to affect your actions and to affect your emotions. You make that choice. Even though that person's being mean and ugly and stuff to you, you have the choice to allow it to have that kind of effect on you, or to overcome it and walk right past it. Living in Mexico. Hey, all right. Heck yeah, Southern people, Southern hospitality. Yes, sir. Couldn't agree with you better. Couldn't agree with you more, brother. You know, I guess but it's like I said, you know, you can always tell. You can always tell what kind of person you're dealing with by the way they interact with you. And, you know, the South has a lot of hospitality, has a lot of courtesy, has a lot of manners, has a lot of mannerisms. And typically, as you go more north and you go more northwest, some of that trails off, but there's still way more nice people out here, you know, than there is others, you know. And it's like we were just saying, you know, people are going to be people. You make the choice on what you want to allow them to do or not. So, you know, as for me personally, I think life's too short to get hung up on what other people think of you. You know, like me, I like cars. I love working on cars. I love it. Not everybody's into cars like I am. And that's cool. That's cool, man. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet. That's the beautiful thing about this world and about our lives, is there's something for everyone if you just go look for it, you know. And that's it. I mean, there's something out there for you. It'll be all good, you know. So but yeah, that's kind of what I'm into and stuff. I'm sitting down here right now because the other reason I wanted to come down here this morning, I walked out and I swore I saw some coyotes down here. So I'm sitting down here in my lower pasture seeing if I can see any of these damn coyotes. Because if I see one, depending on where they're at in my pasture, depends on whether or not I can shoot them. I got to be real careful with what's going on. I can't just... But I'm not seeing anything. I've been down here about 30 minutes. I haven't seen anything. So, and that could have been a dog that I saw. It was pretty good ways away. It was probably about 200 yards away. And my eyesight is not what they used to be. Hey, buddy, I like women too, you know. Women are good. But after 2 failed marriages, I can tell you this. Women are good at convenience, not out of necessity. Okay? Let's see here. Well, I'm not worried about them getting our chickens. We don't have any chickens, but our next door neighbor does. And I think his chickens is what's been attracting those coyotes up. So, you know, there's that. Rooster asked, so why do I have a truck? Well, I'll be honest with you. I have a truck because I've got probably about a 1/4 mile driveway that is dirt. It has erosion ruts in it, all kinds of stuff. And quite honestly, cars just don't really go up and down our driveway very well. Plus, I am always the type of person that I would rather have something and not need it than need it and not have it. And when you have a truck, you have it. You know, if you need 4-wheel drive, if you need ground clearance, if you need towing capacity and cargo space, you have it. Most cars you don't really have that kind of stuff with, so that's why I have a truck. It's also why I'm into V8s, you know. So yeah, that's about how things are going. So make a show fixing the driveway. Rooster, the problem with that is, in order to do that, I would have to get the tractor down here, and if I got the tractor down here, there'd be so much noise in it, you wouldn't hear a damn thing I was saying, and most of the video would be nothing but, you know, music overlay to try to drown out the noise and just to keep everybody entertained. I really need to get my hands on something like a D6 and grade it really good. And then I need to get my hands on a bunch of gravel, relay some gravel, and crown that gravel out. And then I need to come in here and actually drop. I actually need to pave it. That would be the way to fix it. But that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And, well, talking about using what you have, let me show you this. If you look at that pile right there, that pile is asphalt. That is chipped up asphalt that I hauled off before my illustrious trucking career was over with. I brought in that chipped up asphalt so that we had some asphalt to fill the driveway in when and where we needed it to be filled in at. And, you know, chipped up asphalt, when it settles, it really, especially in the summer months, it'll turn back to almost pure asphalt on you. It's just a matter of putting it in there and the rain staying away. That's the trick. Keeping the rain out long enough for everything to settle in. So, you know. Yeah. You know, Cello, that's what I'm working on, man. And I'm hoping that I might be able to afford a budget mic for my road trip that's coming up. I'm really hoping that I'd be able to afford one. Here's the kicker, though. All of my cameras that I have that shoot my videos, if you guys go on my channel and you look at it, those video cameras, my oldest one really is 15 years old. The other one is like 8 or 9 years old. And then I have a little bitty camera, and it's like 8 or 9 years old. And then I've got my phone. And so that's my video equipment. I mean, that's what I got. I really need some new video and equipment altogether. I mean, just altogether. I really need to replace it, update it, and I'd probably have a lot more successful stuff. But again, money. You know, money and time. Ain't that always the case? It's always money, and it's always time that people are always fighting against. But we'll get there. I mean, I'm using what I got. It's working. Barely. But it working. Well, ladies and gents, I think I'm going to hop off here. The puppy dogs are getting a little bit restless in the back. I've got to get up there, shoot the tail end of this part 1 video. Again, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you stop in later this evening. Hopefully have that video up either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how the internet wants to cooperate with me. And then next week we'll be dropping a part 2 where we actually get it fixed, and then I'll show you on my tune how to fix these issues, how to kind of recognize them, and what to look for. So you guys be sure to stay tuned. And until next time, America, y'all make sure to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down. You got the one airborne. We'll catch y'all on that turnaround. I love you. We'll talk to y'all later.